Looking for big sports content? I got that. Curious about the entertainment industry and its many dark secrets? Got 'em. Live stream content? Hell yes. Rigged sports clips? Check. Music? Bam, we got that too. Now click that subscribe button and ring that bell.
Nowadays, everybody has a podcast they like to tune into. But do you have that one podcast that speaks to you in a personable way? Well, Therapy is that podcast. Hosted by Derek, he covers a lot of different topics and experiences that one can relate to, and boy, can he paint a picture. Find him on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all other streaming platforms. Follow the boy on Instagram at Lobo_SnapGod. All of the O's are zeros. I got reaction videos, reels, beats, etc. Follow me on Instagram. Also, follow me on Twitch at Lobo_SnapGod. I got live streams and gaming vids. Yes, I said gaming vids. Follow the boy. If you want to support the channel, the Cash App is Lobo TV. Again, all of the O's are zeros. What's good? What's good? We are back for Rigged NFL Week 13. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Also, check out the homie Derek. His podcast, Therapy, it is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. We got a couple episodes we did last week. He dropped those. Man, got like 80-something. He been putting in that work. So go check out Therapy. The link is in the description. What is good with the chat, y'all? Let me see what y'all talking about already. Put up my banners and shit. Over here, been watching this Buffalo New England game. Right now they at halftime. Mac Jones, big eared having ass over here throwing one pass? Was it one pass and maybe two for the first half? I'm telling you, man, they really want to make that nigga look like Tom Brady. He ain't really all that. What's good, Poppy Tello, King Bash 423 in the building. What's up, Dorian Carter? Dwayne Neal was good. Yes, sir. We in the building. I know you saw that Bengals-Chargers game. That shit was wild. That was entertaining, to say the least. What up, Brian? Brian in the motherfucking building. He said that Steelers-Ravens game was so fixed. Funny thing about it, actually, shout out to Derek again on Therapy. He was texting me as soon as that came in. He was like, this is what your channel was made for, that kind of ending. I was like, yeah. Like at the end when Mark Andrews reached out, was on like that well, they went for two instead of trying to kick the extra point. It's like, come on, bro. Lamar threw that shit wide on purpose. I was like, damn. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a good laugh out of that. That's probably the first time I've gotten a good laugh out of a Steelers-Ravens game, and it'd be strictly because of just how bullshit it was. What up, Tribe of Judah in the building? What up, Tiger Strong? What's good? What's good? Someone asked me, what do I think about the matchups, Bama, Cincy, and Michigan, Georgia? I ain't gonna spend too much time on it. Cincy ain't got no chance. They shouldn't even leave. They should just sit their ass at home. They gonna lose. I'm still saying Michigan gonna beat Georgia, because I thought these two would meet in the national championship. Nah, they're gonna meet in the semifinal. I'm picking Michigan to win it all, too. Everyone be missing hella tackles. Yeah, you see that one with James Conner with the grip gloves, one-handed catch in the rain. I got to emphasize that, in the rain. That's the thing people like fail to realize with like some of these acrobatic-ass catches. These niggas be in the rain, catching this shit one-handed and all that. Come on. If you ever played any sport in the rain, soccer, football, it don't matter. You can't get grip on no motherfucking wet ball like that. Unless you have some gloves. Some special gloves. Hell yeah, we doing good. What up, Adrian? Adrian, you like the first nigga in this motherfucker. Taking your final exams in all your class. Oh, yeah, it is that time. I was like, what the fuck you talking about? Yeah, that game. That game was wild, bro. That game was wild. The one game that really was like out there was the one I didn't expect. It was the Eagles and Jets. So I was watching Red Zone. In the first half of the game, the score was 21-18. There were 6 drives with 6 straight touchdowns in that first half alone. Final score ended up being 33-18 Philadelphia. What up, Caleb? What I think of Michigan State? I'm assuming you mean Michigan. I don't know. I'm assuming that's Michigan, not Michigan State. Like I already said, man, I think they're going to win it all. Aiden Hutchinson, maybe Heisman finalist. Not surprised. He's going to be a little J.J. Watt. He said, you know it's rigged when the Patriots number 1. That's what I'm saying. They had all these teams lose. They didn't really lose any. There were no divisional changes or anything like that. Wild card seeding, that's really about it. Gardner Minshew with the fucking headband and shit. But yeah, they just wanted to tighten everything up. They had the Ravens lose a game they shouldn't have lost if, shit was real. Tighten everything up. Said Mac Jones, another Alex Smith. Nah, bro. Alex Smith better than Mac Jones, bro. I fuck with Alex Smith, though. He was mobile, too. That's the thing. He is mobile. Mac Jones can't run to save his life. What up, Pat Truthner? What's good? What's good? Go subscribe to this channel, man. I know I forgot to even mention, but congrats to reaching over 1,000 subs. You're almost on your way to 2,000, man. Stay grinding. Stay grinding. Exactly. That was a good show. That was a great show. And the thing about that game started off so sloppy, too. Like, that first half, good God. I mean, like, all the Steelers-Ravens games usually start off like that. Like, that's the one theme about that rivalry is the games are always ugly. One quarter is always, like, a lot of points sometimes or just complete turnovers left and right. Mac Jones, overrated, yes. You seen a fix in the Bengals game? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Said Tony Romo said go for 2. It'll be entertaining. The Ravens go for 2. Funny thing about that Tony Romo, there was another thing he was saying in the game. He was like, something about like whoever wins this game is going to win the Super Bowl, and then he joked it off. Excuse me, immediately. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. But he said it really quick, and I was like, wait a minute. I had to perch my ear up a second. Because, I mean, shit. Pittsburgh won. This has been Big Ben's last year in Pittsburgh. I'm not saying Pittsburgh going to win it all, but something about the shit Tony Romo says and the things I like to pass off as a joke. What up, Cosmic Warrior? Cosmic Warrior in the building. Appreciate it, Anonymous. Appreciate it. Still got to pull for your Patriots, though. Unfortunately, you grew up right with the dynasty, so it took you a while to see through it all. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you on that. Nigga said, ain't no way. Nigga said, you going with Michigan, too? Hell yeah. Did I hear about the Vikings former player having a gun as a apartment when they was trying to kill? Oh, Everson Griffin, yeah. What up, Deleon Cruz? Go subscribe to his channel too. But yeah, I heard about that, and I thought about the Martin Lawrence situation when they was talking about he was running down the middle of a street and stuff with a gun in his hand, yelling the same thing, talking about they trying to kill him. And there's that rumor that Martin Lawrence was replaced. Because there was like that moment his face got like fatter and shit. And he stopped being like as funny. What are they doing with the Raiders? That's a good question. At this point, honestly, I'm not even sure. Do I see a Super Bowl for them? No, I don't. Like, the funny thing about it is I knew that Washington was going to win that game. Because the following Monday night, or excuse me, the past Monday night after the football team, just gotta stop myself saying the Redskins, but the football team beat Seattle, and then the announcer talking about this team's about to go on a tear. This team's getting hot. And we saw this last year, the same thing. Washington starts off bad. Then Taylor Heineke gets in there, and then they start rolling again. And we're going to see the same thing this year. Same with the Dolphins. That's the team. They quietly won 5 games in a row. Quietly. 5 games in a row. They 6-7, and then you got the Bills and Patriots. So they making sure a lot of different standings and games. What am I trying to say here? Games behind teams are trying to tighten up all of that shit. So you have a bigger reason to watch, say, the Dolphins or the football team. You know, teams that you wouldn't otherwise even watch. So you taking Buffalo over the Patriots. Shit, fantasy-wise, I just hope Josh Allen balls out. I don't care who wins. But that's what I'm thinking too, man. Buffalo should win this game. And he got released from the Vikings. Go figure. Yes, sir, them special gloves. Even on Madden, they talk about that. Like Charles Davis, that nigga be dropping so much gems in the game of Madden. Like, I think I talked about this on the college football, and I'm like, even how scripted Madden is to where players do dumb shit too on purpose. Like, it's wild. If you really pay attention to things, go play a game of Madden. Make sure you're on simulation mode, not competitive. Competitive is mostly how good you are with the controller and sticks and shit. But simulation, keyword simulation, you'll see there's a lot more bullshit turnovers, block punts, field goals, and all that. Tip picks, and simulation. Inconvenient drops and all that shit. What up, James Jones? You said the one game when you started to notice it was Fox was Washington versus Atlanta and the refs making up calls so they couldn't be challenged. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Fix. Gotcha. You said you just want the Falcons to be good again. I think, like, my thing with the Falcons is I feel like they'll eventually be good again. Maybe not go to the Super Bowl good, but, like, you know, going to the playoffs good. Maybe a year or two. They need a new quarterback, though. I don't see it happening with Matt Ryan. Once they get that, they'll be back rocking and rolling. Shit, if New England can get good without Tom Brady, shit, anything possible. What up, the real truth be told? I think Mac Jones is the next great storyline. Yeah, there's definitely some storylines with Mac Jones for sure. There's something there. Do I think he's going to be the next Tom Brady, as in, like, you know, 7 Super Bowls, all these MVPs? No. Excuse me. He might win, you know, maybe a Super Bowl or something. But I don't see him being the GOAT by any means. Oh, look at these first half storylines real quick. Mac Jones, damn, they took it away quick as shit. Mac Jones had 1 pass attempt. 11 points to 7. Which an odd-ass score. So you kind of disappointed that Staples Center would be renamed the Crypto Arena. Like, come on, man. Damn, that does suck. It ain't as cool for boxing anymore either. Talking about we're boxing at the Crypto Arena. Like, nah, that shit sound lame as hell. Blackburn for Giants QB. Oh, my God. Man, the Giants are something else. Giants are something else. So they won't let the Falcons beat Tom Brady. Yeah, was he 11-0? Yeah, he's 11-0 against the Falcons. 11-0. And the funny thing is, I was thinking at least once in his time with Tampa Bay in the regular season, the Falcons might get 1 win on them. I guess not. Nah. They're just like they won't let Georgia beat Bama. Well, you know how them Atlanta sports teams be. Hawks, Braves, exception of this year. You know how that shit go. Yeah, dude. That one interception in the first quarter, even when they was in the red zone, this man ran way back and just chucked that bitch. Like, dude, it was 5 yards short of Mark Andrews. Like, why would you do that when you could have thrown the ball away? It's shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Said Matt Jones 12 yards at the half. Brady wears 12. Good catch. Good catch. That nigga was 1 for 1 for 12 yards. Ain't that some shit? Josh Allen is 7 for 11, 57 yards, a touchdown. He's 7 for 11 while the score is 11-7. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? So like the Pistons left the Palace of Auburn Hills for now played at the Little Caesar Arena. Yeah, that is weird. You just like Mac Jones more than Tom Brady. You know what's funny? I wouldn't blame you. I mean, shit. For me personally, considering he went to Alabama, that'd be another reason why I wouldn't like him. But yeah, I feel you on that. He gets a lot of praise early on for a quarterback that hasn't taken the team to the playoffs yet. Really hasn't done anything in the NFL to really get that high of praise. Because this is one of those times we should really ask the question, kind of like how was the debate of, is Bill Belichick the one running the show, or was it Tom Brady? Who was the one for the success? In this case, I would argue, obviously shit's scripted, but I would argue this is a Bill Belichick thing. Put Mac Jones on another team and see how he fares. Or really a different system. Said Peter King was on Rich Eisen show talking about Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. You buying it? I heard about this a couple weeks ago. Whenever they played and like Aaron Rodgers was chumming it up with was it Mike Tomlin, some Steelers players and all that stuff. That's where that story started. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He obviously ain't coming back to Green Bay. I wouldn't be shocked. And that's a traditional power in the NFL, so perfect fit. So the football team may sneak into the play. I do believe they will. 100% believe they will. Falcons uniforms suck worse than the NFL. They had them right the first time when they had like the Vic. Hold on, let me see. I can't find it. But like the Mike Vick era Falcons jersey were the best. The ones they got now, the only thing I like is their helmets. Their helmets is cool. Everything else is trash. Mike Lennon, he been trash. I was really surprised he even made it to the NFL after being at NC State. Said the Steelers will be the 7th, and they will knock off number 2 seed Titans, but lose the divisional round. We'll see. That'd be interesting. That'd actually be really funny if that did happen. Yeah, AFC is wide open. What up, Kent Jackson? The AFC is wide open. They can have the classic Steelers versus Dallas Super Bowl. Just saying. They could. I feel like if they did, though, boy, that would not be believable. Big Ben's got, like, no arms. There's no way that shit would be believable. Is that NFL 100% rigged and scripted? Yes. Why do NFL players do some dumb shit? On the field, they pay to do it. Off the field, some of that shit is just fake. Other than that, like, shit, scripted, fake or not, niggas still go through shit. They still got their own personal issues. Thoughts on the Cowboys? I gotta get the banner out. This is what my thought is this year. I'm sticking with this pick. I'm sticking with this pick right here. I'm sticking with that pick right there. You see on that screen right there. Right here, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They win in Super Bowl 56. I got a story on Jordan Poyer being an alcoholic. Damn. Yep, we got a troll. Get that nigga up out of here. What up, Soul Grav? You say you do graphic design, logo banner, DM me on Twitter. For sure, I got you, bro. I got you. Said Seahawks was a lock yesterday too. Yeah, who the fuck did they play? I forgot. Let me pull up that shit. Oh, San Francisco. That's right. There we go. Yeah, they beat San Francisco. Kansas City won. No shock there. Tampa Bay won. Arizona. That's the one, honestly, I thought Arizona was going to lose that. Indy oh my God, they put the ass whooping on the Texans. He said the Falcons are the new Browns. Nigga, there's a team still called the Detroit Lions, even though they got their first win, which I thought about naming this stream that, but you know what? Ain't it crazy how not last Sunday, but I guess Sunday or Saturday before that, Michigan beats Ohio State. Then there's the shooting. Then the next Saturday, Michigan wins the Big Ten, goes to the college football playoff. And then the following Sunday, the Detroit Lions win their first game of the year. They went 364 days without a win. Or that was their last one, 364 days. Ain't that something? All in a week. And of course, the first thing in the press conference with Dan Campbell was, talking about the shooting, prayers go out to the people that got killed, etc. Ain't that something? That might be the Lions' only win this year now I think about it. To their goddamn football team, what a name. I forgot what I said they should have been called. That was like a plane reference. Damn, what was that name? Was it the Red Tails? I forgot what. There was a name they should have been though. For the Raiders, it seems like they're checking the money to make sure it's steady. Could be. Damn, Ramondre Stevenson going stupid today. They mentioned he's going to be a star and he's going to have a big game today. So, shit, they finna miss a lot of his tackles. Shit. To the truth be told, could be wrong. He said New England wins tonight, but Buffalo takes down Tampa the following week. It could, shit. Could be, but like I said, I'm leaning with Buffalo in this game. 26 rushes to 1 pass attempt with 11 minutes left in the third quarter for New England. 11 minutes in there. Yeah, the Lions won the first game, yeah. He said, fuck the Patriots. I feel you on that. Fake or not, fuck the Patriots. And keeping it close to bring more to gambling. Exactly, easy to sway bets this way. Of course. See, that's why you love Tony Romo. He's not like those other reporters. Yeah, Tony Romo, there's something about this man. Like, I don't know, it's because he's been retired for, I guess, a short amount of time than the rest of the former players. With the exception of, like, Aqib Talib's and shit. But, yeah, he just keeps on. I swear, every game he calls, he just drops some nuggets. Every single game. I swear I hear more Super Bowl talk from him than any other analyst. So Lions was easy money. No way they lose when a player is honoring the Michigan shooting. Yeah, I feel you on that. Kayvon Thibodeau said he's entering the draft and skipping his bowl game. Niggas don't play bowl games unless it's playoffs now. Yeah, man, you got to protect that bag. Don't fuck it up. And I mean, shit, Mario Cristobal took the head coaching job in Miami, so. I mean, shit, they weren't playing for nothing besides what? The Alamo Bowl against Oklahoma. It ain't even the New Year's Six Bowl. Yeah, he do. He said Chargers were 6-5 and Bengals were 7-4. Cincinnati Bengals equals 75 in the Pierce cipher. They both went to 7-5 in Cincinnati. Excellent breakdown, Deleon. Hell yeah. Yep, because they script this shit by the numbers. Y'all already know that. 2K rigged. All them video games rigged. So Michigan QB can get to 15-2 if they win the next two games. It's the 152nd college football season. The Natty is 42 days after the shooting, and they wear the 42 patches. God damn. I don't know what starring a comment does, but I did it anyway. That damn. Jesus. Yes, all sports are rigged. The chart is gonna kill y'all next week, 41-5. I told you, bro. I wouldn't be so happy about the Giants at all. I told you niggas wasn't doing shit. So your Patriots are winning this. They're gonna jerk off Belichick all week, and the Brady versus Belichick Super Bowl discussion is gonna be there at least until the Pats play the Bills again. Excuse me. I mean, honestly, this game has just been. It's one of those games. It's been what I expected, but not in a good way. I was hoping at least, a little bit more points. Not fucking 11-7. Over here making quickie mart numbers and shit. So Michigan plus 800 to win the Natty. Who got the best odds though? That's what I want to know. It's probably still Georgia or Alabama. You ever watch no NBA this year? You said it's no like you, but it's so damn boring even if it is scripted. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on the NBA shit for sure. It's all fake. Like WWF, Rams will win it this year. Next year, the Panthers make a deep run. The Rams, I don't know about the Rams winning. I don't believe that. That home team shit was one-off shit because of CV19. We still play fantasy and stuff, but we still try to be aware of what's happening so we can see through the BS. Yeah. I argue that like knowing the shit is like rigged and scripted gives you a leg up in fantasy because you'll know you can have a better idea of what to expect from a player. Obviously, depending on the team, like if you got somebody from like the Jets, probably a little tougher. Somebody might go the fuck off, but the Jets still get killed by 30. But yeah, I would say like going off of that, you kind of have a better feel of, okay, this player might go off this week. Or this team will, so I might get this player. $2K, yeah. So Joe Judge said the offense made big plays and we're trending in the right direction, but we scored 9 fucking points. That's funny as hell. It's like, yeah, we're doing good, bro. Them 9 points, bro. That's amazing. We lit it up, guys. With them 9 points. We didn't even get double digits, but we lit it up. Zach Wilson equals 9-11 and gets drafted 20 years after 9-1 to the New York Jets. Caught myself there. Like how they hijacked. All right, I get it. Which is why they ignored Mike White's impressive game. Had me almost say a whole bunch of shit that YouTube was like, nah, you can't say that. Yeah, what about them lines? Yeah, that shit was funny. It's funny it happened against Kirk Cousins of all quarterbacks in the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, man, that shit too funny. That the Broncos haven't beat the Chiefs since Peyton Manning retired. Shit, the Broncos ain't had a real quarterback. I mean, Teddy, but he be like injured and shit. Nigga said AJ covering, what up? Uh-oh, deep pass. Stephon Diggs couldn't get it. Nope, incomplete. Said truth be told, had the Lions winning. Yeah, that's one of those. It'd be hard to, pass on that. Just because of everything that happened. I find it funny. The Braves won the World Series the year after the strike in '94. then win it again the year before the next work stoppage. Jesus. That's funny. That's a good question, man. Where the mods at? Where my mods at? I know y'all in here. I know Blackbird a mod, Dorian a mod, somebody else a mod. Said Mac Jones 1 pass, 12 yards. Yeah, I saw that. Said Mac Jones 1 pass, 12 yards, Monday Night Football. Home team record right now 11-1. Buffalo wins and makes it 12-1. Could be. I'm looking at this play. Oh my God, that ball hit Stephon Diggs square in the hand, my nigga. Square in the hand. All of a sudden, I don't know how to catch. Okay. You're just an all-pro wide receiver. No big deal. NFL rigging getting worse and worse every year, and people still blind to it. You know how that be, bro. It's no different than when I did that James Conner video yesterday. Some niggas still think that shit real. Talking about, man, you don't know how fast they're going. It's hard to make that tackle, motherfucker. They literally get paid hundreds of millions of dollars to throw a ball, catch a ball, run a ball, tackle a nigga, block for somebody. What the fuck do you mean? Like, it's literally their job. In their job description, it probably says tackle niggas. But you know, some niggas slow. So it is what it is. Oh, AJ gone. We been got that bitch ass nigga out. Build a man, he created Tom. Look how he got Mac with same style. That's clearly like a prototype he was going for. Who the fuck is Jake Fromm? Jake Fromm was the quarterback at Georgia whenever they was playing in the national championships against Bama. He was there before Stetson Bennett, JT Daniels. He was all right. He was average. The nigga before him was Jacob Eason, who ended up going to Washington, the Huskies. Now, I think Eason with the Colts now. But, just another mediocre Georgia quarterback. A-Rod ain't going to Pittsburgh, but you can see them trade J-Lo. Yo, guess is Aaron Rodgers plays one more year in Green Bay, then retires. I don't know. He do have the type of personality to just say, you know what, fucking I'm done. That is the most Aaron Rodgers thing to do if, like, he won the Super Bowl. Like, hypothetically say he did win the Super Bowl this year with the Packers. And just say, you know what, I'm done. That is the most Aaron Rodgers thing that would fucking happen all year. I'd love to see those stories. Keyword stories. That Monday Night Football ain't what it used to be. Honestly, I like when John Gruden was calling the games. It was like the perfect announcer for Monday Night Football because he do the quarterback. He do all the film study with the QBs and shit with the QB cams. Yeah, they did hype up Matt Castle, a dude who didn't even start at USC. Didn't start his last start before starting for the Patriots was in high school. That really begs the question: how the fuck did you get in the league? Mac Jones was on the Bears. He'd get a head injury. Yeah. The football team might win the division again. Man, that shit would be funny, but I don't see Dallas losing that much to let that happen. I just think they'll get in the playoffs. Lion player comes in with 42 to honor Tate Meyer and seal the game on 4th and 2. Damn. You say KC versus Dallas in the Super Bowl, Dallas wins. That could be. I'm trying to remember, was that another one of them Tony Romo called games, or was that somebody else? Because I want to say that was a Tony Romo call game. I don't remember. He said the NFL been to make Big Ben go out like Peyton. What up, Levi? So how I feel about your Chiefs and how the fuck Mark Andrews forget how to catch an easy pass. what I'm saying. As far as the Chiefs, man, either the Super Bowl or obviously playoff run. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl when I say that. I'm just saying I believe they'll get there if they do. So the football team are doing better as the football team than the Redskins. That's sad. Them niggas changed they mascot and they team name, and all of a sudden they make the playoffs. Albeit it wasn't in an impressive fashion, but they still made the playoffs. So if you're Cowboys, when you'll donate $1,000 to the channel, shit, you know I'll take you up on it. Like, if you do, I ain't gonna stop you. Shit. You actually, shit, if you did that, you might get a shout out for the whole year. Every video I do for 2022, if that was the case and you donate $1,000, I'll shout out your YouTube channel. I'll shout out whatever for a whole year. So Dallas isn't winning the Super Bowl. Jerry Jones needs to hire a GM. He been needed to hire a GM. They're going to have Arizona lose to the Cardinals. Got to keep shit close. You know that. They got to keep things close. Plus 800. Damn. Tried to whistle. Nah. Dallas. Isn't America's team no more. It ain't been America's team no more for a long time. It ain't been America's team really since the 90s. So the Giants are the new Browns. Dallas doesn't need to win the Super Bowl with the most valuable franchise. Them boys. I see the Lions head coach dedicate their victory. Yeah, I saw that. Matt Corral will say the Falcons franchise. Man, Matt Corral something. I think he'll be good in the NFL. Really curious how it goes. Hoping he doesn't go to like a really shitty team. Like, I was going to say the Jets, but like one of them really bad teams that just don't have a chance. We're going to send that nigga out to Detroit. Thought the whole Tampa Bay Brady nears Patriots Super Bowl thing was far-fetched, but you can see them trying that shit this year. I mean, honestly, it'd be the best way to write off Tom Brady's career. Just end it right there. He beat his old team to do it. Tony drops the real script and jokes it off. Facts. 6 rushes, 142 yards, and a touchdown up the middle for the Patriots. God damn. Tate Meyer, 42. Dad is from Royal Oak, like the Iowa coach. God damn. Yeah, I did. As a kid, middle school, high school, all that. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. They go on the run. Damian Harris. Couple whiffs on that play. Plus 115. Key numbers appear to be 8, 26, 1, 11, 13. Of course, 6. Braves won World Series in 95. Year after the strike. When 26 years later, I remember they kept bringing up 26 in the trophy ceremony and stuff. They kept saying 26 years. And 2021, the year before the strike. New England is just running all over Buffalo. But for the sake of fantasy, they need to keep this shit low scoring. Keep it low scoring. You think Bama, because of the win over Georgia this past week? Nah. I think that was more so just to get both teams in. 2 + 6 = 8. Super Bowl 56. 8th Super Bowl in LA. First one, Green Bay versus Kansas City. I think it was at the Rose Bowl. So you lean into that matchup mostly off that, and it would be a realistic matchup. They'd have that the State Farm Bowl. My God, Buffalo just missing so many tackles. Of course, yeah, they did. All these games are scripted. All these NFL games are scripted. Even the preseason ones. A lot of people don't know this, but like the offensive and defensive coordinators for opposing teams, they might meet up before the game at like a bar, have a drink, and exchange game plans. Like that's really how that shit be. And if you think they just stopped during the preseason, you wrong. You dead wrong. Tampa's playing at home. You have high hopes that they're losing next week against the Bills. Bucks versus Bills. That's funny. Money. Also, what days do I and what time do I stream? Shit, I don't know. This past couple weeks, really this month, usually Mondays. I want to get another one in at some point this week. I'm not sure what day yet, but usually definitely Mondays. Rigged NFL Mondays. Should be a video dropping this week too. Parts 1 and 2 for the Sauce Walker Illuminati breakdown. The Alabama win was complete BS. They do anything to keep Bama in the playoffs. Yes. All about that moolah. That money. Rename the Lions the Tallywhackers. If you ever got jumped at the club, smash that like button. That shit funny as hell. Damn, now I gotta ask. No, I'm gonna ask you. Some other time I'm gonna ask you what the hell you did to get jumped at the club. Were you trying to hit on somebody's girlfriend? You figured out it was rigged back in 2016. Fucking played in 2016. No, that was 2017. Damn, who the fuck played in 2016? Oh, Carolina and Denver. That's right. Saquon dropped 2 passes right in his hands and started pointing at himself. Oh, he pulled a Lamar. He said someone did cool, just not you. Shit. Missed tackles is a key to the script. Yes, and dropping the ball. My bad. Dropping the ball. Like when we saw Stephon Diggs, this motherfucker over here, ball hit him straight in the hands as he's in the end zone. That motherfucker just up and dropped it all of a sudden. Oh, they blew the whistle. So who's supposed to win? Like I said, I'm leaning Buffalo. These missed tackles are terrible most games. They'll be running after someone and say, all right, I'll use one hand and get you when you run right by me. Alabama was on that Bowers touchdown. Or was it Bowers? No, the first one. Nigga reached for his motherfucking like chin strap. Like, dude, that is not a tackle. Come on. You don't see Dallas winning it, but you can see Dallas knocking off Arizona either week 16 in Dallas or in the playoffs, but no Super Bowl. So about RG3 and these. Oh, wow, that's not good. And he on TV now, too. This could be a humiliation ritual. But that is wild, though. And, of course, he got a new book talking about his time in Washington. Remember when Peyton last year, he was bad, but defense carried him. Could Steelers do the same? It was weird how Tony Romo tried to joke that shit off, though, talking about the winner of this game is going to win the Super Bowl. No, I'm just kidding. Like, that was really weird. Really weird. You can't watch these arm tackles and drop interceptions every Sunday. It's not just entertainment. It's trash. It's so obvious, too. Especially the ones where he hit him right here in the chest. And it's like all you got to do is jump up and catch that motherfucking cradle that bitch. And it's just, and then they get mad and then they throw a fit and tantrum and all this shit. Like, bro, my nigga, I know damn well you practice this shit. Group chat nigga said 1-for-1 Mac Jones a beast. That's funny as hell. Got Marlon Humphrey out for the year. Yeah, I heard about that. Torn meniscus. Excuse me, torn pectoral muscle, my bad. One of the top cover corners Ravens done shaking her. I told you the Ravens wasn't going to win the Super Bowl. Told you that. What is it, 30 for 30? Oh, it's Sweet 16, the perfect season. Oh, look at the perfect timing of that. Patriots documentary for the year that the Giants won the Super Bowl when they were almost perfect. Wow, the timing of that. Presented by Under Armour, Tom Brady sponsor. Nice. They fucked us Georgia fans up this year. Georgia, it's Georgia every year. Like, this shouldn't be a shock. Like, Georgia always does this shit. Georgia gets ranked high as hell. Oh, Georgia's good. Da 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 da. And then they choke in the big games. It used to be they choke earlier on and they weren't even in the big game. Now it's they get to the big game and choke. Why are you why y'all shocked by this shit? Marlon Humphrey played a whole game. Which one did he? I don't recall him playing the whole game. You just heard a 51-year-old basketball Hall of Famer and wait, what? He played for Cincinnati Bearcats, died. Okay, I got you. I still don't think they're gonna win the national championship. That'd be the ultimate way Vegas rakes in, though, is having Cincinnati win it. I obviously don't think that's gonna happen, but they would rake in so much money. Will Lamar win a Super Bowl? If he do, I honestly don't think it'll be with the Ravens. Shit, it really, honestly, it could be because he did say that shit when he got drafted. He was like, "They gonna get a Super Bowl out of me." Should win one, but only in 5+ years. Think Belichick, the Brady-Belichick Bowl, Super Bowl 58, New Orleans. Brady has a voided year he can pick up in 2023. That stadium is where the Pats won their first one over the Rams, Super Bowl 36. And it'd be more believable. I mean, that's a good amount of time, though. Like, maybe we got to see how the league shakes out, though. Yeah, I feel you on that same way. Same way. It was obviously to get both teams in. They put them at 3 so they wouldn't play each other. Which, I mean, like, everybody knew they didn't want them to play a rematch in the semifinal. Because, honestly, that would kind of, really that would stunt the ratings a little bit, too. Versus if you just build it up as a national championship because you, again, have something really on the line. Greg Roman is holding back Lamar. Yeah, his play calling basic as fuck. Like, they need to expand that shit. Like, they coddle him and treat him like he can't make all these amazing plays. But that's part of the script. You bet Goodell's team gives them the game plans. Shit, they can do that themselves. The nigga runner. Wow. Excuse me, as New England is at the 10-yard line in the red zone, looking like they about to score. Could be shaving some more points. Belichick can have guys listen in on the other team's communications during the game. Yeah, you already know they MO. The Bucs will win the Super Bowl last year once they won the playoffs because they were in their own home stadium. And niggas couldn't travel. Bucs undefeated at home this season. They'll keep that in mind before you bet the Bills. Oh, he talking about them in their game. Catch Oklahoma State's weak attempt to score. Yeah, dude didn't even try to hit the pylon. Reached out of bounds. And also on their jerseys, Oklahoma State's, they put the pentagram, that little star with the circle, right here on the neck, on the collar of the jersey. Yeah, pentagram. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like, Hold the fuck up. There's no difference in Oregon with the shit. The Oregon with the gloves. They make you have to do this. Throw this shit up. Facts. I'm gonna like sumo wrestlers lining up. Both are scripted sports. Honestly, I didn't know about the sumo wrestling thing about it being scripted. No, honestly, never. Actually, no, I've seen a couple on YouTube. I don't really know much about sumo wrestling. So some fat niggas got to push each other out of the ring or something. That's all I know. Some NFL players are robots. Look at the Fox robot. Yeah. Someone mentioned that before. I forgot who. It was probably like a year ago, honestly. But yeah. Washington won back-to-back games with the same score, 17 points. Damn. Oh, shit, for real, they did. 17-15. Seattle, 17-15, Monday Night Football. Las Vegas, 17-15. Wow, good catch. Michigan over Georgia in the championship. Well, can't happen now. They in the semifinal. Washington, you got it. Said they want Tampa Bay back in the Super Bowl. I hear a lot of Tampa talk, bro. I'm telling y'all, I hear a lot of Tampa talk. It's like Tampa, Green Bay, Dallas. Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs are just there. But, like, those are the big three people are picking. With Big being the old ass won the Super Bowl, people would definitely know the league rigged, and that's a trash-ass script. Yeah, it really would be a trash-ass script for real. Like, honestly, if they fucking made it there, I don't even think I'd watch that game. I'd probably catch highlights at the most. If it really was Pittsburgh. I think the Ravens go down the AFC Championship game. It feels like the NFL uses a certain formula when it comes to keep players not named Brady. Or when it comes to players not named Brady. Yeah. There's a conspiracy against Georgia. Damn, he got fucked up. Yeah, you could say that for, what, since 1980? Since 1980, yeah. Did the NFL stage the Ruggs incident? I believe so. He really might have pissed some people off. Who knows? If he didn't, that's just a dumbass decision not to get a personal driver. Like, my nigga, you a millionaire. There is no reason you should be driving your own car. Shit, really anywhere unless you go into practice. Especially if you drunk as hell, nigga. Like, come on, bro. What was his blood alcohol? Was it 0.16 or something? Like, come on, bro. What you doing? Yeah, you already know what that's about. Who do we all have for the Super Bowl matchup? I already said Dallas and Buffalo. That's mine. That nigga do look like Mark Wahlberg. Oh, God, I ain't even understand that shit. That's wild. He do. I don't think that's Wahlberg in a mask. I bet not see a fucking comment from any of you motherfuckers talking about this Mark Wahlberg playing in the NFL. You have no shoes on. What the hell? I got a lot of questions about that. I got a lot of questions about that, man. Shit, man, we're gonna do a stream one of these this week, really. Dick Folk kicked the field goal, made it 14-10. Yeah, because I got some questions, bro. If you're getting jumped for not having shoes on and shit, I got some serious questions. You got big money on Michigan winning all. It's the perfect storybook ending. And there's been so much coverage of them before the season started. Who do I think will win in the Super Bowl and win this year? You already said it. Do they rig the NFC Championship games against the Packers? Yeah, they did. Was it last year? Aaron Rodgers could have easily ran it in. He decided to, throw it instead of running because Aaron Rodgers is mobile. He can actually run the football. Not like Lamar, but I mean, he can gain some yards and get your attention. Oh, and then against San Francisco, Aaron Rodgers forgets how to throw the ball away because they got their dick punched in. I just had to put that in there. Oregon winning the college championship. I know you full of shit. Sports teams probably meet at the Freemason Lodges to go over some players. They got coaches, my nigga. And coordinators. Keyword coordinators. Coordinators coordinate things. 42 on Michigan. Tennessee 4. Michigan 2. Go at it for the title. I don't know about that. That's like, now that niggas talking about some shit that really wouldn't be believable. If Cincy beat Alabama, that really wouldn't be believable at all. I really don't even know how them ratings would go. It would be better if it was Michigan Bama, to be honest. So I feel like people be like, all right, Cincy ain't got no chance to beat Michigan, it's going to be lopsided as hell. Say Packers, Chiefs, or Pats. Packers probably win. Still going with Rodgers' last dance story. They rig them all. Buffalo. I'll say Buffalo. I'm amazed I ain't seen no cleats yet from this game honoring people in Michigan. They might have mentioned, I just missed it. Look at them pan on that cleat with was that a pink goat? Look like a pink goat. Because they doing the my cleats, my cause thing. The one time they actually wear all the cool cleats and shit. If they rig it again against the Packers, you'll never watch that shit again. Yeah, he overrated. The Packers over the Chiefs. Brady is Tom Bergling. Look him up. His alter ego is a DJ from Sweden. Probably Swedish royalty, which is why they push him so hard. Tim Bergling. Let's see who this guy is. Tim Bergling. Nigga, Avicii? You should have said Avicii, bro. Come on. You know what's funny? I actually got a friend that looks just like him. Holy shit. That's totally unrelated, but holy shit, looks just like Avicii. Oh my God, my friend looked just like Avicii. Holy shit. But I don't know necessarily if Tom Brady's Avicii, though. Damn. I'm mad you just could have said Avicii like Tim Bergling. My nigga, don't nobody know that nigga is Tim Bergling. That name ugly as fuck anyway. But Avicii makes some good music too. So you notice most games yesterday all had a dramatic finish. That's what they want to do, especially December football. Oh yeah, December football, that's what it's going to be about. All these games finna have some wild, crazy endings because you got to remember the playoffs are on the line now. So the stakes are risen now. It's like, this drive matters for the rest of the season. The rest of the season is on the line. If they don't score on this 4th and 2 on their own 2-yard line, the game, I don't know why the fuck I said 4th and 2 on the goal line. 4th and goal on their own 2-yard line. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got to build that shit up. Get you really hooked in. Brady's the greatest fraud in the sports. He up there. There was that dude. What's this nigga? He like faked the whole college scholarship to play college football for a team. And I think he made it pretty far with that shit too. Brady does look Swedish. Thought Kobe Shaq were the greatest frauds until now. You even give Jordan credit. Though Stern fixed it for him to win too. You can't deny his abilities. Facts. Same initials. Looks just like him. My nigga, like, why y'all called up Tim Bergman? Nigga, Avicii. Like, niggas know who Avicii is. Shaq had ability at the beginning before he went over 300. The knees weren't ready. Knees weren't ready. As a basketball player, I do respect Kobe, though. Because they kind of screwed his ass over. I already said Dallas. So you're in Pittsburgh, so they did right Ben out with the ring this year. You're not going to lie. You'll take a Super Bowl ring. Super Bowl win. Oh, God. Right there. Who's that Josh Allen running like a motherfucking fullback over here? Running with aggression. Biggest fraud in sports history would be Floyd Money Mayweather. Nah, I wouldn't say that. Shaq's ability was he was 300 pounds. He was unstoppable, but he fouled the shit out of people. It was like Kevin Garnett was talking about playing against Shaq is like, let's say like a brick wall leaning up against you and you just got to hold it up the whole game. I was like, yeah, that sounds real fun right there. Said NFL money ain't shit. Shit, MLB. What's good, Donovan? Shit, MLB, them niggas really get paid. That's why them niggas get paid to throw a ball and hit it with a stick, with a bat. Really a stick. That shit ain't easy, don't get me wrong, but still. And you gotta do it for 162 games plus. Brady bigger fraud than Mayweather because Mayweather's obvious, and most people don't consider him a GOAT at any level. Facts. 1 for 112 yards. Damn. Uh-oh. New England looked like they letting Buffalo get a little drive, but they just called a penalty. Said Brady won the Super Bowl and way older than Big Ben. Yeah. So your brother was beat up in a bar for dancing with a chick that had a football player for an ex. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know how them sheep will be. Them niggas will say any of the most craziest shit to justify this shit being real. I still think the one that comment on DeLeon's video, man. Nigga talking about safety was watching Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. I'm like, what? So that's why this nigga had a whole 15 plus yards of green grass around him for the first down, my nigga. Like, come on. Whatever news fights are being fixed, that fight against Ortiz revealed it all. It was so obvious. Pacquiao's another one, too. Funny how both Georgia teams lost to the neighboring states. Yeah, Tampa. Or Florida, excuse me. See, when Ravens went for 2 and lost, they lost 21-19. Weird scored 21 plus 19 equals 39. Big Ben equals 39. Wow. You've been watching football since Joe Namath. Damn. Roger Staubach, your all-time favorite player. God damn, boy. Followed by Earl Campbell. Well, god damn, yeah. Yeah, I'm interested in your opinion. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember I was looking up some of Joe Namath's stats the other day, too. Like, he wasn't nobody special, really. Like, his stat line is not impressive at all. I forgot who I compared him to. I forgot who I said he was this generation's, what's that nigga was like Eli Manning. I think I compared him to Eli Manning. Like, he really wasn't all that. All people remember about Joe Montana was, I'm going to guarantee a Super Bowl win. And we won Super Bowl 3. That's all. And he played for Alabama. That's all people really know. Or most people nowadays. Like, Joe Namath wasn't all that. Brady paid Jonathan Taylor to stay off the field in the Colts game. That's funny. Rams over Bills. Your guess is with the Packers is they are trying to give Rodgers the same send-off that gave Elway Wynnum one for 1 to 2 rings as he retires, hence the team suddenly being balanced. Could be. Wow, Josh Allen. Wow, he over here slipping and falling, but there's no snow on the ground. What are you doing? This man running into his own blockers and shit. You don't care about Avicii. Mac only threw one pass. Michael Jordan. Yeah, we all know. I should go back and look at the graphic of Brady for Super Bowl 52 one against the Eagles. He does look very feminine. Overthrew his receiver. Josh Allen looking like Mike Vick. I wouldn't give him that compliment. Shit. Larry Bird over LeBron, yes. The Manning broadcast is better than the regular one. Yeah, everybody knows that shit. It's the Manning brothers. You got brothers, so there's that dynamic of, brothers like to talk shit. That's like that dynamic. And then the people they bring on, like Marshawn Lynch, like the fact, like Aqib Talib is like calling games and shit. That's one of the last people I ever expected to call games, Aqib Talib. I was like, the fuck? I didn't know whose voice it was the first time I heard it. I was like, who the fuck is this dude? Nigga said Aqib. I was like, oh shit. He got a podcast too. I didn't even know that. I think it's Barstool Sports. But yeah, Marshawn Lynch needs to call every NFL game. Every last one. I don't even care if that's physically impossible. He needs to go, wow. Magnet manipulated missed field goal attempt from 33 yards. Magnet manipulated. Wait for it. It was in line and hooked at the last second. What was that, wide right? Scott Norwood? Think Vegas wants Golden State versus Nets this year with the Klay Thompson return. I don't think Golden State going to the finals. Tomorrow, December 7th, 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. Damn. Say happy birthday tomorrow to 3 Hall of Famers, Johnny Bench, Larry Bird, and Cryberry T.O. Did I see that show on that Inside Job? Yeah. Yeah, I made a video on it, bro. Like, yeah. It's part of my subliminal symbolism and cartoons playlist. Yeah, check that out. Why don't the NFL let the Jets win the Super Bowl? They ain't the number 1 team in New York. That's a real punching bag. Talking about Tiger Strong saying the Falcons are the new Browns. No, there's other teams that the NFL likes to shit on more. The Jets. The Jets have been bad. Take away that little stint with Mark Sanchez. They've been bad so fucking long. It's terrible. The best quarterback statistically they had, or at least from a win-loss percentage, what was it? Vinny Testaverde. That's a long time ago. Like, I was a kid. Trent Dilfer. What about him? Or that's his comparison, I guess. Namath threw more interceptions and touchdowns than True. Yeah. But they never bring that shit up, ever. Yep, and then TV timeouts too, which they do in college. Pros. Mac Jones got 8 letters. Brady got 8 letters. NFL so obvious. What the NFL do to Cam? Shit, turned his ass into a motherfucking show pony. They say, here's Cam Newton. Panthers ain't finna win shit serious, but here's Cam Newton, guys. He can run for a touchdown. And then say, I'm back. Aren't you happy to see him? You want to buy some more number 1 jerseys? You're not going to the playoffs, but you want some more number 1 jerseys? Your running back's out for the year, but you want some more number 1 jerseys? That's what they're doing. Sure. 14-10. New England got the ball. Damn. That 3-yard loss. I think one day the NFL gonna spill the beans to the sheep and tell them it's Rick. They been said that shit. Like Roger Goodell admitted that shit in court, my nigga. Niggas just stupid. In Madden, Charles Davis says the first 15 plays of this half are scripted. Like, the fuck? They say it so much. In a real game, you might hear Tony Romo say, the first so-and-so plays are scripted. Like, niggas is just stupid. Be good, Paul Lofton. Niggas just slow, bro. So you mentioned Namath because that's your earliest memory. Staubach was the man. I actually have a pair of Roger Staubach dress shoes. That's wild. I have a pair of Roger Staubach dress shoes. I saw that name. Well, I was like, Staubach. Roger Staubach. Like, what are the odds that a quarterback got a dress shoe? Yeah, it's the same nigga. Oh, yeah, Earl Campbell. I know about Earl Campbell. Played for the Oilers. Yeah, I know a little something about them older players and shit. Like your Sammy Bars, your Bobby Lanes used to play for the Lions. So 1950s. Yeah, 1950s. I know about that shit. George Blanda. But he played till his 60s. He was a quarterback and a kicker. Says a Christmas miracle the Lions won a game. Tony Romo. Yeah, Romo be seeing the future. Said your name was Trent Dilfer. I say emo. Yeah, I say emo. 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 Eli, because all them picks. What up, Thomas De La Rosa? De La Rosa. Your birthday on the 8th. You turning 15. God damn. Happy early birthday, my dude. Happy early birthday. Damn, young ass nigga over here. 15, man. 15. Today's NFL has lost its integrity. You believe the games are now controlled more than ever with all the legal gambling you want to. Yeah. I mean, shit, the mob had their hand in it back in the day, so shit. It's been manipulated. Been rigged. This ain't nothing new. It's just due to the access of information with our smartphones and shit. And our tablets and our laptops and all this stuff, we can find more access to it. We have cameras. People make videos on them like myself, Pat Truth, and DeLeon, who exposed this shit. So that's why it seems, I guess, more obvious because you're more aware about it or more aware of it. But I feel like Mahomes' role is in the NFL. He the next golden boy. Yep. Sounds about right, man. Constant homage to Army and Navy style honor Pearl Harbor anniversary. Good catch. Good catch. You have an autographed Tom Landry football from the 60s. God dang, boy. From the 60s. People that understand know all games are decided in Vegas. Yeah. Where you think all these odds come from? These point totals. All these teams be point shaving and shit. Like the White Smith said it. It's what Vegas wants. The game is not decided on the field. Huh? Say Madden even talked about chemtrails. I haven't heard that one. I've heard him talk about the grip gloves though. It's crazy college players still stay silent. Wonder how many are in on it, just Power 5 some games. I'll say if you D1, you in on it, but it's not every player. And again, I mentioned this in the college football live stream. They don't speak out on it because they don't want to fuck up possibly having a job in the future. Say they don't go to the NFL or say they do and they retire and they need like a regular job. Those connections, they're not fucking up those connections to get those better jobs. Say your teammate has, I don't know, a law firm. You had a law degree. He get you a job there. That's why. NFL is pinching and the connections. He watched blend in his later years with the Raiders. Also remember Madden is the Raiders. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's all I know. Madden is the football coach. But the younger generation just knows Madden is the name of a football game. They don't really know John Madden. I remember him as a commentator. Because John Madden would be Mr. State the Obvious. He'd be like, I think the team that's going to score the most points today is going to win the game. And one of his quotes, I'm trying to remember. What did this nigga say? What did he say? Like 95% of the game is half mental or something? It's just like that mathematically doesn't even make sense. That's like basically saying 95% of something is 50% mental. Whatever's emphasized by the media is what sheep will roll with. They didn't emphasize anybody saying sports are scripted, so no one will care facts. I can't even pronounce that first one. I get what you get, and I can't even pronounce that. I'm just like, what? But I get the reference. I get it. It's become more obvious the game is rigged. Yeah. Video editing is another thing. Like, goes back to what I said. Motherfuckers didn't have smartphones. Motherfuckers didn't have software to freeze frame things and catch it and put it in slow-mo on their own. Or people didn't have screen record on their phones because back in the day it was the rotary dial and all that shit. You can't screen record if you ain't got no screen on that bitch. Yep, National Fixed League, yes. Atlanta's a primarily black city, that's why. Why the NFL choose Brady out of all players? Shit, man, it just goes down to connections. His dad had a lot of money. A lot of money. Yeah, he did ATL bad. That's crazy, though. Y'all niggas went to the Super Bowl to close out the last year in the Georgia Dome, you know. Go out with the fireworks. Go out with a bang. Go to the Super Bowl, choke away a 28-3 lead, and then it's like, yeah, we got this new stadium with, like, really cheap concession stand prices. But your team fucking sucks. Yeah. That's what they did to the Falcons. And I really thought, was this post? No, this is before I knew the shit was like scripted and rigged. Or should I say really scripted? I didn't know about that at the time. But I really thought the Falcons were going to be like a playoff team but weren't getting back to the Super Bowl. I thought they going to carry this momentum into the new stadium. And then no, that was definitely not it. Should be pissing you off all mad. Mo, have you... Oh, yeah, all man, you'll throw 6 picks if you ain't careful in the first half. But, I mean, like, with the video game, I mean, there's coding in the game, so things have to be scripted. But, again, they telling you just how the shit is. If it's on simulation, you still getting bullshit interceptions and bullshit fumbles and block punts and block field goals and shit like that. Even when you got perfect on the bar and shit, on the up and the middle, that should tell you something. Famous Lombardi quote, if you're not fired with enthusiasm, you'll be fired with enthusiasm. That's a good one. How New England came back from 28-3 in the end of the third going to the fourth. Yeah. And the Falcons ran the ball just 6 times in the second half instead of killing clock. Up, Josh Allen running some more. Got the first down. Said not even NFL rigging games for Matt Ryan will make him great. Bum ass Matt Ryan. The old lady brother play for LSU, has some interesting conversations for real. Interesting. That's what's up. No, I appreciate that, Zeppelin fan, bro. I appreciate that. That should definitely show your age with that YouTube channel name. But yeah, dude, I'd love to hear some more of that shit for sure. Love to hear some more stories. Or do you feel like this game might go to overtime, even though looking at the time, Bills might win by a field goal? I mean, 2:30. I don't know, usually my stream be delayed and shit from like what it is, what y'all be seeing. But this could be a clear point shaving situation. Like, Going into the 2-minute warning. They kind of playing the conservative right now. I can see some bullshit happening. Patriots not going to the Super Bowl. Georgia played like they were playing to lose. Use the Gematria lineup for Georgia and Michigan. Also, I know I mentioned this in the last stream. Kirby Smart and Jim Harbaugh share the same birthday. Different years, but share the same birthday. God damn, Mac Jones got them big ass ears. My God, them bitches be, them motherfuckers be sticking out there. I think that's probably why I don't like him. That nigga ears big as fuck. God damn. When Vince Lombardi told you to sit down, you didn't look for a chair. Damn. Exactly, dude. There's been way too many. All the white cities win. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is Baltimore considered a white city or black city? Because I want to consider it a black city. Curious though. The older adults are the hardest ones to wake up about this, probably for a few reasons. They say it's crazy talk even with all the gambling. Shit, I've seen some people my age still believe this shit real too. But yeah, I mean, brainwashing, man. That's really what it is. Oh yeah, be easy, man. Be easy. Said Bill's gonna win on this drive. When the Falcons won that Super Bowl so bad, ATL deserved that ring. If shit was real, they might have fucked around and won that shit for real, bro. Seattle versus Patriots was even rigged too. Yeah, scripted like a motherfucker, that pick. It's going to start watching high school ball. You're a Cowboys fan, so if you win, you're going to be excited even if it's rigged. Yeah, ain't nothing being wrong with being excited for your team to win. Real or fake. Just don't let it get you down. They let the Braves win. Nobody watches the fucking Braves. Fuck baseball. I don't know. Well, I guess where I'm from, like Chattanooga, the Braves are on all time because Chattanooga's close to Atlanta. We get Reds games and we get the Braves. And the fun thing is they used to refer to the Braves as America's team in baseball. I'll say this, they may not watch him play baseball, but damn, you can find at least out of 10 people, I say at least 6, maybe 7 have at least one Atlanta Braves hat of some, whether it's flat bill, snapback, something, because they got some of the best. So you got LA, Atlanta, St. Louis, Boston, New York, Cubs. That shit Reds, really, that's like main 7. Then the Royals kind of crept up there too. They has to be kind of fly. Oh, wow, look at that. Josh Allen. What the fuck is this man doing? This man ran into a Patriots defender, ran the other way, ran back. Then he throws it at a tight end, drops it 4th and 14. Kirby Smart must like being shamed. Yeah, he must be friends of Doc Rivers. Said Matt Ryan, Hall of Fame, put some respect on his name. I feel like niggas should know by now he a Hall of Famer. Said Baltimore mainly black. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure if that was like a stereotype. I was like, I had a feeling it was like they're mainly black. It's like New Orleans is a black city. Atlanta. Said Baltimore. There was another one. I just forgot it too. I think Detroit's another one too. Said Niners, Seahawks rigged as fuck. They made the 49ers lose in the last play. Just like the Seahawks lost to the 49ers 2 years ago in the last game of the 2019 season to win the NFC West. Yeah. Nolan's won after Katrina. Yep. Yeah, I came across this video a long time ago. I think maybe when I first started waking up to it, and like someone had it in a video. I forgot what, some old ass white dude talking about it too, talking about sports is sports entertainment, is not real actual sports and shit. The older black generation is definitely tough to convince. Ain't nothing worse than being a black family and being the conspiracy theorist. That's definitely me. Yeah, I feel you on that, but honestly it depends too. Like you'd be surprised. Some people you would think, there's no way they believe this shit, and then you'll be more amazed. Like when I came home or came back to visit my parents, should I say, like a month ago, my dad was like me and my dad was talking. He was like, "Yeah, it's getting more obvious nowadays and stuff." So he knows about it too, and my dad's 70. Because I'd say it is easier to convince older black people of sports being rigged and scripted, personally, than a lot of the other shit that's not sports related. That's when it's really an uphill battle. Which positions outside QB and kicker are good for shaving points? Wide receivers. Quarterback can't throw the ball to himself. I mean, he can, but he can't throw a bullet to himself. Wide receivers, they up and drop. Mark Andrews, tight end wide receivers. Shit, a running back. They ain't got to try as hard if they're not supposed to score. Do what a nigga from Oklahoma State did. Just dive out of bounds. Don't even reach for the pylon. Why they let the Reds have a super team in the 70s but now can't win no playoffs? It go through phase. Who is that? It go through phases though. That's how like UCLA used to be the shit in college basketball where they ran the decade. And now it's not the same. There was a time before Duke was even good at college basketball to where they were nationally respected. Josh Allen only wins because of good defense and offensive players around him. He doesn't make his team better, so overpaid. Yeah. Patriots and Steelers fans, but I'd argue Bears fans think it's real. Bears fans think that shit real. I can see Steelers fans thinking it's real. Especially the way they shit predicated off of like, smash mouth football, the steel curtain and all that shit. Patriots, I mean, they the beneficiary of all this rigging and shit for the past 20 years. 6 Super Bowls, so that's why. Same with Bama fans in college football. Try telling them that shit rigged. Them niggas gonna be, oh, you just sorry because we so goddamn good. Shut the fuck up. You niggas ain't got no logos on your shit. Y'all got them ugly ass jerseys with numbers and a stripe. Shit trash. Yeah, yeah, I'm saying. I be telling them, turn the fucking news off. You wish your dad could accept it, but you don't know if he accepts it. You tell him every time it's rigged, he looks at you like he's stupid. Or like you're stupid. Yeah, it be like that. UFC classified as sports entertainment. You don't think they're already... What? You don't think they're already something people like Connor you do. I didn't really grab that. I get what you're saying, kinda. Think some owners are reptilians? Shit, there's a video of Jimmy Johnson, not the NASCAR driver, but the former coach of the Cowboys, where he was on Fox doing the pregame shit. His eyes did that reptile shit. His eyes did that shape-shifting shit. I was like, whoa. That's one of the dudes I never would have guessed either. Never would have guessed that dude was a reptile. I need to find that video. But yeah, Jimmy Johnson, his eyes shape-shifted. That should have been a pick. It looks like New England gonna win this game. Reds were part of the ritual of Cincinnatus from Rome. Was there NFL real back in the day from the 70s and 80s? No. How you think Joe Namath was able to guarantee a Super Bowl win? Stephen A. Smith said sports is theater. Fat nigga with the little teeth. Jason Whitlock said the same shit. It was in my undeniable proof video. Falcons blew a 25-point lead on February 5th. Falcons equals 25. They lose 25-0 to Pats this year. Arthur Blank do put off reptile vibes, bro. Jerry Jones, Arthur Blank, Robert Kraft. Those are the main three I'd say give off that vibe. Ursay for the Colts is another one. Same as an elite chosen by the Masters. Yep. They've joked too much about that nigga selling his soul for them championships. Nick Saban, that is. Yeah. His dad worked for NFL Films and CBS Sports. You've seen a few Patriots fans admit it was rigged. They far and few in between, though. Dallas fans, for the most part, are just bandwagoners, but they think the refs against them and only them always. That's wild. You a Steelers fan, you know it's scripted. You say most fans here think it's real, but you've met more people who think the NFL is fake than college is real. Yeah, I run into a lot more people that think college is real. I mean, tell a Tennessee fan this shit fake. See how they go. You can tell them it's rigged. They'll probably be along with you on that because all the wild ways Tennessee, especially this year, that the Vols got screwed officiating-wise, whether it be Ole Miss, Pittsburgh, not Florida. What was another game they got screwed officiating, and it was bad. Those are really the main two that stick out. That Ole Miss one was really bad. And just the past 15 years for Tennessee football. Exactly. Point shaving. Yeah, most Steelers fans are real fans, so they may think it's real because of the steel curtain. Yeah. Walter Camp, NFL founder, Freemason. Yeah. Theodore Roosevelt say, y'all gotta make this shit safe. Niggas getting concussions, internal bleeding and shit. Fix this shit. Walter Camp was like, hey, I got some ideas, guys. You used to run off tackle with Okoye of the Chiefs and Madden NFL on the N64. Yeah, the first one I played was actually Madden 2002. Dante Culpepper was on the cover. N64 was the first game I got. What was the first game? I think it was the first game. Yeah, it was. It was that and that Scooby-Doo game. Miley Cyrus eyes did the same weird stuff. Yep. What was another one? I think the fake Avril Lavigne, Nicki Minaj, you already said Miley Cyrus. Who else? Rihanna, Mike Pence, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi. Look that shit up. Look up Nancy Pelosi eye. It should still be up. The bitch eye goes from like looking regular, then she looks down, look back up. This motherfucker white. One eye is white, the other looks normal. The other is like white. But black shit look like for real look like an alien, bro. Look that shit up. Mac Jones 3 passes for 19 yards. Ain't that some shit? I wish someone would come on this motherfucking comment and tell me this shit real. Nigga over here throwing NFL quarterback throwing 3 passes for 19 yards. Don't even have 30 yards passing. The fuck kind of shit is that? Clark Hunt is the next Robert Kraft. That family owns most of Kansas City. Yeah. So what's been entertainment for the wealthy? That's why Fields didn't start over from. Yeah, that's right. And that's why he ended up going to Ohio State. And Georgia fans were pissed. Yeah, that's one of those times you can really say Georgia fans got screwed there. I'm glad he didn't play for Georgia. Shit, god damn, that would have been rough. Because that was Tennessee's bad years too. Oh my God, he would have. God damn, we would have got beat by 50. You need to see that Jimmy Johnson video. Yeah, I don't remember. What the fuck did I type in? It might have been Jimmy Johnson Shapeshift. Lady Gaga the most obvious. Yeah, that's another one. Most politicians. Yeah, that's why they talk about on The Simpsons and on Inside Job. But then people want to joke and say, no, this shit ain't real. All that bullshit. Belichick keep on winning. Yes. Lady Gaga, Amy Winehouse. She's so fucked up. Do I follow Larry Johnson on IG? Nah. I seen obviously all his tweets and shit. But no, I don't follow him on Instagram. Fourth down. Let's see. We got 19 seconds on the play clock. They're just going to let that shit run out. Down to 1 second, and they might do a punt or some shit. Brittany Murphy, too. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Niggas get tired of seeing Belichick win. It's like how niggas get tired of seeing Alabama win. Or Nick Saban. Reptilians for sure. Said Taylor Swift posted a snake on her IG years ago. Many people found out she was a shapeshifter back then. Yeah, there's like what 3-4 different celebrities that had like band members and backup dancers and shit. Excuse me, come out and accuse him of like some shit, not necessarily shapeshifting, but witchcraft and some wild shit. 45 rushes to 3 passes, damn. But yeah, it was who was it? I think Nicki Minaj was one, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, I think Taylor Swift, Katy Perry. There's like 5 of them motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video just shapeshifting eyes and shit. Mac Jones a bitch. That's funny. Started 2-4 since they're 7-0, top seed in the AFC yet again. Do I think some people around this daily are reptiles? Yeah, but not like every other person or some shit. And be one of those you have to like get like feel that vibe though too. Like the vibe be off with this person, like really off. What team gonna win the championship so you can bet on? I'm picking the Cowboys. That's who I believe. Next Monday they got Rams Cardinals. That should be one. One for the ages. But yeah, I said I'm picking Dallas. When people wrap their mind around the fact that there's no such thing as money in the U.S., debt is money owed to us, not to China, we'll be on our way. Yeah, people ain't waking up to that shit. Who you say? Brittany Murphy. Okay. So the model who exposed Rick Ross video shoot. Order the bronze snake or Quetzal. I can't even pronounce. So you said that's where the Q come from. I'll have to look into that one. You heard celebs have to sacrifice their first son to turn them into a girl like Beyonce and Jay-Z or Magic Johnson, Will Smith. Well, not really a girl, but shit, we could throw them in there. Will Smith, Dwayne Wade. Yeah. Yeah, you got to give up something. You got to give up a backdoor, some blood, kids' innocence / sexuality. You got to do some immoral shit. Billy Corgan saw a reptilian at his label. People around us is more like the movie They Live. Yeah, that's why they made it. Same. Yeah, this is going to be the last comment. So this December, you keep hearing people get mad that it's warm. Is it true government controlling the weather or myth? Yeah, shit, true. They've been admitted to it a long time ago. Look up HARP on Wikipedia. They got a whole page on that shit. HAARP, HARP. Look that up. All right, so New England won yet another game. None of us are happy about that, but who cares? The shit is fake, scripted. I'm still not saying they're going to the Super Bowl this year. But that has been Rigged NFL Week 13. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you're notified anytime I drop any new content or go live. I heard some people say like over the past couple weeks notifications ain't been out. You know how YouTube be. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we are out.